What if I told you that the boring, unglamorous act of setting up an automatic transfer every month could be the single most powerful retirement decision you ever make? We're not talking about crypto moonshots or meme stocks. We're talking about a question that's quietly changing how millions of people think about freedom. Can you retire in 10 years by investing a fixed amount monthly into the right stocks and ETFs? Let's set the stakes right now, because this isn't hypothetical fluff. Over the last 30 years, the S&P 500 has returned an average of roughly 10% annually, meaning someone who started investing $500 a month in 1995 would be sitting on well over $1 million today. Here's the uncomfortable truth about why most people never get there. It's not because they lack the money, it's because they lacked the system. Behavioral economists call it present bias, which is just a fancy way of saying your brain is wired to want the pizza now and worry about the retirement account never. Think of a broad market ETF like a slow cooker. You throw in your ingredients, set the temperature, and walk away while compound interest does the cooking. The problem is that we live in an air fryer culture where everyone wants results in 4 minutes or less, and patience has basically become a superpower. There was a moment not too long ago when phrases like passive income and financial independence, retire early, were everywhere, on every podcast, every subreddit, every Instagram caption over a photo of someone's laptop on a beach. Then inflation spiked, interest rates climbed, and suddenly that early retirement energy got very, very quiet. And yet, here's the irony, the math didn't change, only the mood did. When sentiment shifts, people abandon strategies that were working, which is precisely the behavioral trap that separates people who build wealth from people who just talk about it. Howard Marks once said that the most dangerous words in investing are, "This time it's different," and he's been right every single time someone ignored him. History shows us that markets crash, panic spreads, portfolios bleed, and then, almost rudely, they recover and go higher, leaving the people who sold at the bottom with nothing but a lesson and a grudge. We've seen this cycle play out in 2001, 2008, 2020, and each time it felt apocalyptic in the moment and obvious in hindsight. The people who kept dollar cost averaging through the chaos didn't feel like geniuses at the time, but they absolutely looked like geniuses 5 years later. Now, let's talk about the misconception that you need a massive income to make this work, because that idea is doing a lot of damage. Investing $200 a month starting at 35 into a diversified ETF portfolio returning 8% annually gets you to roughly $300,000 by 45, which, combined with other assets and adjustments, is a legitimate foundation for a different kind of life. A lot of people also think picking individual stocks is how you turbocharge this plan, but statistically, over 15-year periods, roughly 80 to 90% of actively managed funds underperform the index. So the boring 3-fund portfolio total market, international, bonds is not a consolation prize. It's actually the winning strategy most professionals can't even beat. The practical lesson here is embarrassingly simple. Automate the contribution, diversify across asset classes, and do not touch it when the market drops 40% and your stomach is in your throat. Position size matters more than stock picking. Time in market beats timing the market, and emotional discipline is worth more than any hot tip you'll ever get at a dinner party. You're not trying to get rich overnight, you're trying to build a system that makes your future self incredibly grateful. Think of every monthly contribution as a vote for the version of you who has options, who can say no to bad jobs and yes to good experiences. There's something almost philosophical about this whole exercise, which is that the 10-year retirement question isn't really about stocks or ETFs at all. It's about how seriously you take your own future. The people who actually pull it off aren't the ones with the highest salaries. They're the ones with the most consistent behavior. And yes, we should be honest, not everyone will retire in exactly 10 years. And that's completely fine, because the alternative to trying is guaranteed failure. There's a kind of comfort in knowing that even an imperfect, interrupted, sometimes messy investment strategy beats doing nothing by an enormous margin. Whether markets cooperate or not, whether rates rise or fall, whether a recession hits next year or next decade, the discipline of investing consistently is the one variable entirely within your control. And that's actually the most liberating thing about this whole conversation. If you're ready to take the first step, whether that's building a portfolio, investing in real estate, or figuring out how to make your money work harder in multiple asset classes, check out our links in the description below, where we can help you get started with real estate investing, home contracting work, and finding the right lenders for your journey.